One of Amen's favorite words, I heard him related a lot, was the quest. And I'm reading a book right now. It's called The Explorers. And it's a history of a lot of the exploration that took place in the 1800s when, of course, through sailing, through Columbus and everything that happened after that, and then exploration of South America, North America, Africa, and places that at least a large proportion of what was considered civilized nations had not explored yet. And the stories of the men who did it. And the character of those men. These are incredible stories. But it may be, as I'm reading it, I transform everything, translate it into things of the Spirit, and it's very relatable to men and women walking after the Spirit of our Father. And so, when Amen would talk about the quest, and then watching in the way he related to everybody, and I heard him speak this in different ways, that everybody has an individual story, an individual fulfillment. We have this little life here. And for each of us in this lifetime that have our love for our Creator and are motivated by that, that's the quest, is to overcome the things of the world. And for some people, it may just be one little thing in their life, because that's all they were able to accomplish. But that is added unto all of us and the whole earth, the whole creation. And then for others, it's to get down to the bone. And, brothers and sisters that have been called to be with Amen, all of us, it's to the bone. There's no way that we would have stayed and persevered with Amen if it weren't that way. And he made sure of that. He's reached out, and there are some individuals who, you look at him and you go, wow, that's pretty far away. And that is an extension of his grace. But those of us who have really, really tight with Amen, oh yeah, it's to the bone. There's no other way. Amen would say, if you want to hang out with me, for a long period of time, you have to give up everything. And he never demanded anybody to do that. It was like, do it if you can. Let's see what you got. And that's what's occurring every moment of every day, really. Inside of everyone. Everyone's got that opportunity to get down within self. And that's the quest. To uncover and be willing to have removed all the things that are not of our Father. That's the quest. And those of us who have that kind of fire. Throughout the history of this world. We have Jesus Christ as our Messiah. As the overcomer. And so he made a way back from the fallen world to our Father. And then we have all the saints and prophets before him and since him who have done works that have added unto all of us. I picture since Jesus that this path that he made back to the Father, I think of myself like an ant. And all of us who have been on the quest are like ants. And so we're clearing the path more. He made the way, and then we clear it more and make it easier for the next one. That's the gig. And each of us have, here's this little story of our physical life, which is, when you get older, you see how, mine has been incredibly blessed with an amazing amount when I look at it. And yet, it's a blink. It's a blink. And so, what I accomplish in this life is what I've really given to everybody. And the same for everybody. Everybody in this world, you start coming to peace with that. That Amen already, our Father already wrote a story inside of us from creation foundation. And we are fulfilling it. It's not a question of whether we will or we won't. The interesting thing in this book that I'm reading, it's called The Explorers. And it got me going on the quest, is the characters of explorers in the world have a lot of characteristics that are very easily relatable in the spirit. And one of the things he talks about is there's, individuals who accomplish major things in this world, either that we have known and that we inherit, or that we don't know those individuals, but we've inherited anyways. And there's characteristics there. Then there's a mass of humanity who don't have many of those characteristics. And he was calling it the lizard mind. And the lizard mind is when your mind is occupied with eating, sleeping, procreating, and defending. That kind of mind does not explore, does not go on the quest. It's stuck. Lockdown. That is the lockdown. Now everybody has a portion of that in us, let's face it, that's real. But what makes people the explorers, the people that seek to go on a quest in their life, is the overcoming of that. That they're not going to buy that one. No, I got to do something greater with my life. And then you translate that into spirit, the things that are really serving everyone. I mean, exploring the earth, yeah, but and all the horrors that they walk through to do that. But those who have done that in the spirit and have walked through this world and persecutions and all kind of hardships and stretches. There's a lot of stories, and then there's all the stories, that we do hear, and then there's all the stories we don't hear. I mean, vast multitudes of stories that we don't hear. And they're all part of us. So yeah, if you're tuning in to the witness I'm giving, you are definitely of the quest. There's no question. And there is a rest. And he even puts this in the book. It's pretty cool because I don't agree with everything because he doesn't really... The thing he's missing is the fact that it's all about our Father. And anything anybody accomplishes that serves is given by our Father. The power of it is given. It's all about Him. It's His story. That's reality. This whole thing is His story for us. And He uses us individually in accordance to what He made us to do. And the rest is that I will accomplish exactly what He wants me to accomplish because He already wrote that in me. So I don't have to, strive over it. I can rest in it. But the rest is a fire. It is, because that's the way He made me. It's a fire to increase, to get deeper, to understand His spirit, His nature more, and to become one with it. Because it's the answer to all the problems in the world. That's the quest. And why am I inspired that way? Well, I would say main reason, my joy is His joy. If He joys in me, that fills me with joy. That's my first, number one main reason. It's a little selfish, but it's real, and it's true selfishness. Because I know it's the answer to all the problems in the world. But it's also the inspiration because of all the pain and suffering in this world, which goes hand in hand. It's no different. It's in union with what I said first, which is to be pleasing to my Father, is for me to feel the suffering in this world and want to change it and to give my life for that. I don't have strife in me to seek my salvation. There is already revealed in me that is given already. And yeah, that's a foundational thing. I mean, in an individual, for you to recognize that the Father is in you already, and He's covering you already. You have to have that realization. Because if you don't, then you don't have that. Even if he is covering you, you don't have the peace of it. So that's not my inspiration, is to gain my own salvation. That's already given. But my inspiration is to play my part and to be fulfilled in it. And for it, as much as I can add myself to be pleasing to my Father and to be a blessing to this creation. And so when you have that in you, we're of a like spirit. And we're going to get the same revelations because there is only one God. I mean, there's been saints and prophets on this earth from all religions and all backgrounds. And a lot of them don't even know. They don't even have a clue they're being used as a saint or prophet. Maybe nothing's ever been said about them. They're not known. But they did their work. And we inherit that. And now we're in a time, everything's quickened. I mean, what's going on right now? See, of course, we witness in the name of Amen because we do believe the Spirit that He brought in this time is going to be revealed. It's a fulfillment that He's going to manifest through the people that He put Himself into. But we're looking at a world, oh my goodness, it's ending real fast right now. I mean, what they're manifesting, if your eyes are open, that's not hard to see. The answer to it is the part that we got to really seek after. The answer, which is His spiritual nature in us. That's the answer. Amen.